Last year, I got to attend a business challenge at the company I currently work for. And over the 3 days, we got to have several sessions with thought leaders and trainers about various topics. One of the topics was listening. And a man named Hines said that listening is a gift. And that was so profound to me. It really, really struck a chord with me because it is a gift. I notice a profound difference when I'm talking to my children, or they're talking to me rather, and I'm not really listening. They know I'm not really listening. I know I'm not really listening, even though I'm nodding and I'm saying, uh-huh, and what's that mean? And, trying to ask questions. And there's a significant shift in their countenance, in the way their eyes light up, the tone of their voice when I face them and I'm really engaged in what they have to say, and I'm asking thoughtful questions that show that I have heard them and I'm interested in learning more. The same thing happens at work. When we're leading our teams or we're leading our organizations, we wonder why people aren't really engaged. And a lot of times it's because they don't really feel listened to. They don't really have a voice. They don't have an opportunity to talk about themselves. Several studies show that we talk about ourselves 40 to 60% of the time because there's a chemical reaction in our brains when we do. A dopamine is released. It feels really, really good. And it feels even better when we know that somebody is listening. So right now, there are numerous studies that have come out to show that employees are less engaged and they feel less purposeful about their work. Well, one way that we can mitigate that risk of attrition is by giving our employees a chance to talk and to have a voice. And there are 6 statements or gathering questions that I got from Christine Miles, and who also did a listening workshop. And there are tools that we can use to keep people talking and to give them the chance to really explain what it is that they're saying. So one of the things that you can say is, take me back to the beginning. That allows the person that you're listening to give you a bit more context. Where did this all start? Especially if they're talking about a problem or a challenge they're having. The next thing is, tell me more. Sometimes we stop because we think we've said enough, or we've said too much, or we are talking to a leader and we think they're short on time. So one of the things that you can do is to say, tell me more. That gives them permission to continue. You can ask, then what happened? So if the story doesn't seem quite complete, or that there is more that they can offer, give them that opportunity by saying, tell me what happened. Finally, then you can ask, how did that make you feel? We like to talk about ourselves and how we feel. And that also gives the person speaking a chance to release some more of that good chemical reaction when they're talking about how something made them feel. It's also an opportunity for you to get insights into what makes this person tick, what makes this person motivated, what makes this person feel purposeful, what makes this person feel happy or sad, or whatever emotion they're talking about. Another opportunity is to let silence prevail by simply saying, and then be quiet and just wait for them. Let the thoughts process. Sometimes when we're talking, we lose our train of thought. That happens with me a lot. I'll be in the middle of saying something, or I'll have a point, and then I'll go on this tangent, and then I forget what my original point was. So letting that silence rest could be very helpful in allowing your speaker to share more with you. And then finally, you can summarize what you heard, especially if you ask them how something made them feel, by leading with, it sounds like you felt, and then summarize what you heard. And that gives the speaker an opportunity to either clarify or confirm that what you heard was correct. And it also gives them it makes them feel heard, especially if you've heard correctly. Or it makes them feel heard, but it gives them the opportunity to expand more and to give more clarity into their thought process. So let me know how these suggestions resonate with you and how you plan to give the gift of listening to somebody else today.